I promised to make this video explaining how me and my gay boyfriend broke up. When I came to Puerto Rico, I ended up in a situation where um, my first choice uh, place was Scotland, and so plan B kicked in. Now, in this place where I live, um, there's a, this is a gay guy. I didn't know he was gay, nor am I thinking that he's funny. So what I discovered after being around now, any new person who comes in tries to, swarm them and hope that they will either like some of his entrails, his intestines, or his penis. So when I showed up, he hooked onto me. But when I listened to the president speak, President Obama and military men and soldiers and the army and all these people, they're saying that, look, gay men are responsible, they're respectful, they're patriotic, they're hardworking, all that. And I believed it, okay? So what I did, and I've never had experience with gay men, okay? So I don't know how to relate to them. So anybody who asks me for money, I give them it. Even if it's my last buck, I'll give it. This guy asks me for money. One day I asked him to do my laundry because I didn't have that privilege. Do my laundry, I'll pay you for it and so on. And so he thinks that I'm interested in him in that way. But you see, I mean, let me go back to the Greeks. There are different types of love. There is storge, parent-child, eros, lovers, agape to God, and so on, and eros to that kind of thing. And Philadelphia between um, people of the same sex or of the different sex, but this is a level where you're just kind of like just friends. All right. So I love this guy as a friend. Philadelphia. I'm not interested in no erotic nothing with this guy or on that stupid stuff. So he got frustrated that it's not moving to the level where we're gonna start hugging up and kissing and talking about, getting with his butt or whatever. One night I'm sleeping at about 2 o'clock in the morning, something hit me in my head. Bam, I got up. Well, as somebody who's cogent, don't mind what time in the day or night or whatever, just wake up and straight up, right, ready to run with it, whatever the action is. I listen, I figured out. I said, this guy hit me in my head with this thing. And what I'm going to do, I'm just throw it away. I just smash it on the ground and then. But a couple of days after, I start speaking to the superintendent and all the people in the place. All right. So he tells them that it's on his bed. He lives on the top bunk, I live on the bottom. It's in his bed and he's moving around, it fell down. By the way, we're not in jail, okay? It fell down. And so that's how it happened. But you see, the forensic is this, right? I'm lying north to south. My face could either be east to west. Now he's alleging that this thing fell from the east or the west side, which meant that it's going to hit my face, nose and eyes and mouth and so on, or the side of my head, my ears and so on. But it hit the top of my head, which is facing north. So instead of how he said it fell down there, he intentionally took his hand and put it over the foot side and hit me in my head with it. Now, had I gotten up and smacked him, then that wouldn't have come up. It would be I hit him and then, maybe he would have stabbed me and then maybe the cops would come and take me to jail. You never know. So it's either that, but I don't think there's any conspiracy in this with the FBI or whatever, because he does that with every man who shows up. He hooks up with them and he's trying to see if probably they're gonna. I mean, he doesn't talk funny and whatever, right? At least he didn't with me. But he's hoping that some way we're gonna eventually mutually go off and talk about this, this sex or this love and so on. So he is frustrated that I'm not responding to his overtures. No, the deal is that if we were in the military, then it would be dangerous because he could have shot me. I could have got him and shot him after he assaulted me like that, wait for somebody in the field and just shoot his arse. So I don't really want to go and discuss the military here, but I'm just wondering what kind of person is this guy? I mean, you're born a man, you had women friends, you might have kids, and then suddenly you say, oh, I'm gonna be this kind of like man, sex me, sex them. Okay? So I better don't go there because, they're telling me that men could hold responsible jobs. Say like the President of the United States in this case. I mean, we talk about blackmail now, but I'm talking about functioning. Can somebody function properly when he isn't sure of his sexuality or when he's kind of deceived about his sexuality? For example, a guy says, man, the company should world what I do, man. I smoke and I party and I drink up a lot and I do coke and heroin on the weekends. I do it on my own time, bro. But job should work with that. But it's gonna affect the way you function on your job. So with this gay guy, this is what I'm talking about. My gay friend and he and I broke up, but um, you know, I just let it slide, okay. But the point is then though that I mean, how he doesn't understand that. I mean, look, if he wanted male kind of love, go to a gay bar. But he's waiting for somebody new to come in, hoping that, oh, I hope this one is gay or likes men. No, go to the gay bar and get your people and do your stuff and leave people alone. Because you hook with me, I'm not interested in old man. Okay? Even if my voice dies, I'm going to buy something in the store and get to them girls because it's not only being able to have an erection is good, but a woman's company is so special. Or the way she smells, the way she looks, or her voice, or tender skin, the way she does things. She specializes in some things like cooking and other things like that, the female part of life. And it's so wonderful, man. So, I mean, he wants to go and have a man friend. I'm not the one, okay? So, I don't want to take this too far and find out what happens in the military or if you could be a good soldier or whatever. But this guy got me scared by assaulting me because, as I said, I never had any intentions like this with this guy. I don't know what was in his mind, but somewhere along the line, I heard him telling a guy, I thought he was a sentimental with me or whatever. I mean, it's so kind of stupid, like, oh, he thought he was sentimental to me, but he just fooling me or whatever. That's the kind of stupidness he went on with. So I just want to explain to you when I said my gay friend and I fall out, what I'm talking about.